This video provides an overview of the GENESYS integration using the Syndeia web dashboard for Syndeia Release 3.6. We recommend watching the Part 1 introductory videos for the Syndeia web dashboard first, which illustrate how to log into the web dashboard and its general features. In this video, we will emphasize GENESYS-specific issues rather than repeat material covered in the introductory videos. We have previously created a few connections to GENESYS elements in the UAS03 Syndeia project. Making that the active project on the Digital Threads page, we go to the Workspace tab, where we identify the GENESYS category and expand it to show the specific repositories in this category. If there are no existing repositories, we can add one by selecting GENESYS and clicking the plus-shaped Add Repositories icon. The Create Repository window requires the user to enter the URL for the GENESYS repository. Then, enter the name to appear in the left column menu, a description, and your username and password for your GENESYS account. Consult with your GENESYS admin for the right values. In our case, we are already linked to an existing repository named GENESYS@Intercax. If we need to add or update our access credentials for this, select it and click the gear-shaped Update Repositories icon. To check your connection, click Test. If you get a green check mark, click Update to save the connection. If our credentials are good, GENESYS@Intercax appears in the Tree View column and can be expanded to show the contents of your home page. The Fetch More icon indicates that additional items in the tree can be shown. There are differing icons for projects, components, and requirements. For more information on the GENESYS data model and how it relates to the Syndeia graph, review the GENESYS section of the API overview available through the Help menu. We can also learn more about the objects in the tree view using the icons on the right. Details shows us the properties of the GENESYS element, including its name, type, URL, and others. These can be displayed in the default order shown or alphabetically using the icons at the top. Click Details again to close the panel. The search function represented by the magnifying glass icon has not been implemented in Syndeia 3.6. We can launch the Relations view by clicking the arrow icon. We can see both intramodel and intermodel relations. The intramodel relations include built-from relations between components and refined-by relations between requirements. We can add additional reference connections to the selected element by clicking the plus icon and specifying the target and direction. I am adding a link from the RC antenna component to the UAV 130 JIRA issue entitled Ground State Communication under the Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Project. We can also launch the Digital Thread Explorer by right-clicking and selecting Graph View. Both intramodel and intermodel relations are shown as the digital thread is expanded. As we presented in the introductory videos on Syndeia 3.6, the repositories page is similar to the workspace page, but shows us only the contents of the underlying repository, in this case GENESYS@Intercax, not the intermodel relations for the active project. This is true for both the Relations view and the Digital Thread Explorer. The GENESYS integration is also available through the Syndeia Cameo Magic Draw and Rhapsody plugins. See the tutorials and demonstrations under those headings for more information about use cases supported.